got to get emotional over council members. But each one of them I consider good friends, and I appreciate that. And let's just have a great time. And thank you all for coming. I will turn the time over to Denise because I'm tired of talking. And then a couple of the council members, if all of you would like to say something after you're done, it'd be great. So.
Okay. Before we start, I just want to say how much I'm going to enjoy this next year. I think this is going to be an easy transition from one council to the next, probably the easiest ones we've ever done. And I've enjoyed working with the old council, and I'm excited to work with the new council. So if I could get the new council members to come up and we'll swear at you. Okay. Make sure you can see it. If you raise your right hand and state your name.
I, Kress Staheli,
Do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Utah.
and the Constitution of the State of Utah.
I also solemnly swear
I also solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the laws and ordinances
the laws and ordinances
of Washington City,
of Washington City,
and that I will discharge the duties
and that I will discharge the duties
of my office with fidelity.
of my office with fidelity.
Congratulations.
I'll start her out. Well, those of you who don't know me, I'm Craig Coates, and I'm super excited about this. I just want to thank friends and family and all the support I've had from starting on the planning commission to running for election. It was a lot different than I anticipated. I'm super excited about the next 4 years, but I mostly want to ask my friends and my wife, especially for dealing with me. She's been great. It's going to be tough, but she's the best in the world. That's all I got to say. And the two little turds that are right there. But we love them, and they're good, and I'm glad they're here. And we have another one too as well, but he's in school. But thank you, and I look forward to serving Washington City and making it the city I know it is and can continue to be. So thank you.
You know, I don't know any other way to start this than to say how honored I am. I'm like our honored mayor. My tear ducts get close when I talk about things that are important to me. And this community ranks right up there, very close to my family, because it has been my family for so long. The feeling that we have in Washington is something that we need to share with others because it's special. It's something that a lot of other communities don't have. We have great leadership here in our city. We're a transitional part of our city's time where we've gone from a bedroom farming community to a small town, and now we're growing into a big city. And we recognize that challenge, and we are going to embrace it. We are going to try to hold on to those traditional things of our city that are important to us and why we want to live here, and try to extend those things to those that will move here. I love this city. It is something that is important to me because I recognize the value in it and how it's helped me to raise my family and create the values and the trust that we need in the community going forward. I want to thank our honorable mayor, our city staff that I feel is the best around. I have been absolutely impressed with how hard our employees work. They work hard, not only for a paycheck, but to build the community as we do as elected officials. I want to thank them. I want to thank you for being here today. And please, if anyone has any suggestions, please reach out. I want to hear what the community wants. That will direct me. I thank you very much for being here. Thank you.
Thank you all for coming today. First of all, I just really want to thank my wife. We had a good conversation, knowing what we might get ourselves into again, and she was 100% supportive, and I really appreciate that. So thank you, Lynette. I want to thank all of you here. I see friends here and family, and neighbors. And I just really want to thank each of you. I see a lot of city staff here. And I know you have busy days, and you don't have to be here. But each of you made the effort to be here and support this new council. And I want you to know that this council, we're going to try to work together. We're going to support you. Our goal is we want to work together as a council, and we want to work together with staff. It's interesting having been away, having served on the council for 4 years, and then having stepped away, and then coming back. It's changed my perspective a little bit about just how special it is to have this type of opportunity to serve the public and to serve the citizens. It's also made me realize that time is very short. A 4-year term sounds like a long time, but when there's important things to get done and decisions and you want to move things forward for the betterment of all, 4 years is not a lot of time. But mostly what that time being away has helped me realize is just how important it is for us all to remember that we serve the people. It's not the mayor and the council and then the staff and down, it's the citizens that are at the top. And we serve them first, and I just hope that we can all remember that. So that perspective is helpful to me. I'm hopeful. I know that I've reached out and met with a lot of the department heads, and I've corresponded with the city manager, and I want to say thank you. I know that I've been anxious to get going, and I've started corresponding and meeting and stuff, but that's because I'm really excited to serve with you. So I just want to thank you for opening up your offices, for opening up correspondence, and I hope that that's a sign of the way that this council and this city leadership will work together. Lastly, I just want to tell you that we had an opportunity to have a brief meeting as a council here in the conference room, and it was to go over protocols and so that we each kind of understand our roles and our duties and responsibilities, and I thought that was really helpful. But the thing that was the most impactful to me was Mayor Nilsson. And I think the way that he led that meeting, he shared a story about Little League Baseball and some of the experiences that he had together. And I think that story is one that a lot of us can relate to, but I think it really set the tone of teamwork and being there for one another, and bunting to move the runner if you have to, and going home if the third base coach, runs again. But I appreciated that leadership, and I look forward, Mayor, and I think I speak for the rest of the council, we want to follow your leadership. You're elected for that role, and we want to work together for the best that we can do for Washington City. Thank you all again for making the effort to be here. We're really glad for this opportunity to serve.